Here we are at the NFL Experience. This is our site all week long, PFT Live and PFT PM. We're here in Los Angeles. I was in Los Angeles once, passing through in 1986, back when you were 5, probably.
1986? Oh, I was here in 86. A little Super Bowl happened down the road.
That was early 87, though.
Yeah, you're right. It was,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
right.
If you were the Washington Commanders, you would refer to as 87,
they missed
not
that
86.
That
they got
comical.
the actual year that they won the Super Bowl on their patch,
right.
not the season.
Like, that was full stupid.
They can still change that.
Yeah,
Will they change it? Will they, like, just all of a sudden will notice the patch?
Have they not changed it yet?
I don't know.
I hope they have.
I don't know. Not a whole lot of space there for additional championships. Maybe they know something we don't, or we all know the same thing. Let's get to it, though. The best Super Bowl cities. I've been to a bunch of them. This is like number 13 for me. I'll give you the first pick. What is the best Super Bowl city, in your opinion?
I really think we're in it. I'm going to say L.A. I am. I know I seem like a homer. I'm a little biased, of course. Yeah, my dad won a Super Bowl here. I'm excited that it's back here. But I do think it's a cool city for the Super Bowl. Like, again, you know, I'm excited for the new stadium, what it sets up there. I do think we have a good fan base here as far as people are excited for it. You know, you see here just the showing we got. It's a week before the Super Bowl today. You got a little of everything to offer. You don't have to cram everybody in one spot in L.A. If you want to be within walking distance, you can do that. If you want to be by the beach, you can do that. You know, so to me, you want to be in Beverly Hills, okay, you're over there. There's a lot to do. Nothing's too crazy other than the L.A. traffic takes forever to get everywhere. But I really think L.A. is up there for me.
There is no shortage of football fans here. The thing, though, is when you abandon the market for 20 years, you end up having a fan base for every team.
Yes.
So when that team comes to town, once every 4 years, once every 3 years, once every whenever, their fans, whether they're making the trek or they're already here, they tend to take over the stadium. That's the challenge for the Rams and the Chargers, to flip a lot of these people who just said, well, hey, if there's no team here, we'll be Steelers fans, we'll be Packers fans, we'll be Vikings fans, we'll be Saints fans, or whatever. First one for me.
I know where you're going.
Where?
New Orleans.
No, Miami.
Ooh, you're going
Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because it's always perfect weather.
Sure.
And whether the headquarters is in Fort Lauderdale, I've been there for both of them. One in Fort Lauderdale, one in Miami, and both times were awesome. Great places to stay, great places to be, great places to eat.
Right. Just get away from it if you want to.
It's just got a magical feel to it that's different than any other big city, and so I'd go to Miami every year. If there was ever going to be a spot where it's one place all the time, I would want it to be Miami.
I get you there. I mean, I look at it. I think LA has the potential to be that too. I do. It's got a lot of the similar traits like you're talking about. And you know, I did love the last time we were there, right, with the 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl, the fact that they did have everything downtown and down in Miami. And it was for the first time, in my opinion, or at least that I can remember out of the Miami Super Bowls, where everything was a little more centralized, which I thought was cooler. So I'm with you there. I'm not going to be mad at you there. I like that one.
So you're going to take New Orleans since I did?
I'm going to take New Orleans. I am. I mean, New Orleans, you know, it can be crammed and a little dirty, okay? But you're like, damn, I mean, during COVID, it certainly wouldn't be a place where you would go, that's for sure. But it is awesome in the fact that everything is right there. Oh, we're going to the bar, we're going to this restaurant. You can walk, and you just feel the Super Bowl energy everywhere you go. Oh, now it's Super Bowl game day. We're going to walk to the stadium, and, you know, we might be tipsy, but who cares? We're walking on the way out of the game. To me, New Orleans has a lot of cool things about it, for sure.
It was there 9 years ago, and it was awesome. It was a great week, and I loved it there, and it would have been my next pick.
Where do you go now? This is where, to me, those are the top three for sure.
You know, I haven't been to Las Vegas in
but you haven't had a Super Bowl there. You can't qualify that. You can't qualify. It hasn't been a Super Bowl place yet.
Well,
take that off your damn list, Florio.
Well then. You know what? I'll give some love to our friends in Indianapolis, because that was there 10 years ago.
Under the radar,
and I remember. Now they got lucky with the weather.
Right.
They got very lucky with the weather.
Yeah.
But everything is centralized. Great restaurants. Great vibe. It doesn't feel overrun.
Right.
It doesn't feel too hectic. And I remember the experience there was and the other thing too, all the people who volunteered were friendly.
They were pumped to have the Super Bowl there, right?
Yeah. And I remember the talk was they would have another one someday. Where we're 10 years removed and there hasn't been a serious discussion about it. I think they should have another one.
I'm with you. They just had the national championship game there, which was cool. Georgia, Alabama. And, you know, the one thing that I know you and I enjoy in the years of going to the Combine and stuff is even when it is cold, everything's connected. You don't have to ever walk outside. You can literally weave your way through the city, connecting through hotels and the mall and whatever else, and still get where you want to go, which I find to be really cool. Yeah, Indy was up there for me. I'm with you on that one. I think that's one of the under-the-radar good spots. Man, now I'm stuck
trying to buy
here.
time.
I'm gonna go Atlanta. I'm going to go Atlanta. I liked Atlanta. I liked that Super Bowl. I did. I mean, we didn't have great weather that week there, but everything was very accessible. The convention center wasn't far. You could walk everywhere. The stadium's not far. Easy to fly into. Huge airport. I think, cool stadium. I think Atlanta's up there for me.
And,
it's a boring game that year, but it was a good spot.
I guess I got to say Houston.
Yeah.
I had a good time in
What
Houston.
about Arizona?
We're going to be there next year. Yeah, Phoenix is okay. I'll say
Very
Houston.
spread out.
I'll say Houston, since if they hire Brian Flores, they're probably going to get a few more Super Bowls, so we may as well get ready to go back to Houston. But we had a good time there, including the night that I was trying to help my son back to his hotel. Nobody else was on the street except for Matt Casey, who was talking to somebody on his phone. And when we yelled his name, he like squared up like Karate Man, like I did today when I saw you. Like he was going to try to take us on. That was good.
Yeah.
My son and I still laugh about that.
Ended up walking the wrong way for a long time?
I was lost. I was lost.
Drunk and lost.
I was lost.
Combo.
All I'll admit to is I was lost. My phone was dead, and I just kept walking. And eventually I looked up and there was the hotel, and I have no idea. I think the hand of God picked me up and put me down in front of the hotel. I don't remember much about that night because I was tired.
That was a good night.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.